my friend. Welcome back to your personal stationer. I'm all prepared for you, and I've chosen some things that I think you will like. You've requested cool blue today to set up a journal. So I've selected some books for writing, pens and pencils for you to try, some beautiful papers, and washi tape for journaling. Also, we can try some beautiful colors of blue inks. So please make yourself comfortable, and I'll demonstrate, and you can make your choice. We'll put together a beautiful journal all ready for you to write your most beautiful thoughts and ideas. Let's start with our books and journals. I have 3 here in different shades of blue and teal. They're all soft cover. This one is lined and has a ribbon marker. The ribbon is a chocolate brown satin, very beautiful, contrasted to this muted blue, and the cover is very, very soft to the touch. It's about a centimeter, little over a centimeter thick, and A5 size. The second one has a shiny vinyl cover with an elastic closure. It has silver to mark it, and 2 satin ribbons, one light blue and one midnight blue. This one has pockets, sticky notes, a little ruler, and a few unruled pages in the back, and the rest of it is ruled. This is our sample and has been written in. If you choose this one, I'll certainly give you one that has not yet been unwrapped from the packaging. This is a much thinner notebook. Also, our sample. It's got a very soft teal cover and is from our Italian supplier in Rome, Campo Marzio. As this one is a sample, we'll test our inks in this one. As you can see, it is used for testing pens and nibs. edges are all lined with dotted lines, and as you can see, it's quite thin and just a little larger than A5. I can also personalize a small journal notebook for you. We can do A5 or even smaller. These are just about A6 size, and they're very thin, and they come in ruled paper. I can also get you blank paper or these squares. They're made out of recycled paper and have patterns on the cardboard covers. You know, the blue is beautiful, isn't it? I was very happy today when I heard you had picked out blue, because I have so much cool blue in our new stationery lines today to show you. This one is a muted teal or peacock, and it looks very nice next to this steely soft one or this kingfishery and the deep blue. It's kind of a deeper than a royal blue, almost indigo. Which would you prefer? The deep blue. Certainly we can fix that up for you. For a cover for the deep blue, I'll suggest a blue leather. As you see, I've cut this leather to size. It's very soft and matte finish, still suede-y on the inside, and I've punched through and put an elastic there so that we can easily affix notebooks and further personalize this. We can also easily fold an A4 sheet and cut it to make pockets, and you can always add more. Another thing I can do for you is use some more elastic, and this will come through, allowing you to close it like that. So the more things you put in it, leaves that you find outside, notes and letters, bits of tickets and programs, you'll be able to hold it together and put it in the pocket of your bag. Have a piece of some beautiful paper I can show you. This design is made for moleskin by Elena James. We can cut that to size and put it in there for a pocket, or I have this handmade paper with flowers in it. We have all kinds of cornflower, pink, blue, and deep, deep as you can see, matches our blue very nicely. There's a piece I've folded up so that I can show you what it looks like. This is an example. It's not quite finished. The would go in here with the elastic, and it would be the inner page of your book with a pocket. We can do that with any kind of paper that you choose. And then this will become more personal the more you handle it, and the more you stick in it and use it. And you can very easily stick in more notebooks as well. You just use the elastic here and put a new one in, like that. You can also stick another elastic and just pile them on. So there's no end to personalization with that. Shall I wrap that one up for you? Good choice. This will keep it dust-free. And from our stationers to you, one of our most valued customers, best wishes for you. And I will also include some extra elastic bands so that you can add as many new notebooks to this journal as you need. I'll set that aside and we'll look at some washi tapes. I've selected our bluest and most beautiful tapes so that you can use them as bookmarks in your journal or your diary, or as masking for your paints when you paint a picture or color in your journal. So this one has fireworks on it and is a deep blue. There's 7 meters of tape here, 15 millimeters wide. This one has birds on it. You can see the birds and the leaves, and a few pink and blue leaves. It's a brighter as well as a deep blue together, mixing the blues. There's another deep blue. It's rabbits looking at the moon in the mountains and the fog. You can see the rabbits there. And there's the moon. There's a few plants there. The rabbits. It mixes deep blues with lighter blues, going a little bit into the greens. This one is more of a cornflower or periwinkle mixed with a beigey white. Shows some plants in front of a full moon blowing in the wind. these aside for you as well. Lovely. Shall we have a look at some inks now? I've selected the latest colors from Jacques Herbin and also a few special things. So I've stayed with our blue palette. Bleu Pervenche. Like a flower, and it's very bright royal blue. This one, Bleu Calanque, reminiscent of the water around Marseille. Calanque, the white stone cliffs, white rocks coming up out of the blue sea. It's slightly more green in hue, closer to the South Seas blue that we've used before, that I showed you. Let's see if I can get that one. Yes, there's the Waterman South Seas blue. You can just see the blue on the glass there. It's very close, so I'd say this one is between these two blues there. And going more into the green palette, we've got Diabolo Mount. It's a really cool summer ink color and is very greeny but still has that blue. It's a minty, and the drink on the front reminds you of something cool in the summer. And going towards the more muted palette, I've chosen this color, again by Jacques Herbin, Gris Nuage, grey clouds or fog. Look at that. So we can try all of these. And I've also selected a very special one that I thought you might enjoy. This one is called Sub-Zero, and it's in a very interesting inkwell. You can see on the bottom there's silver sparkles in the ink. So if we were to shake that up, we'll get sparkly Sub-Zero Arctic blue. So we can try that one as well. And I've brought us some glasses for water. And for pens, I've got some more special things to show you. There's this beautiful one. I know you selected something similar last time you were here. This one has inky blue on the wooden stylo, and I've got one of our most popular nibs in there now. And if you like those, I've got these Tachikawa pens. These actually have a cap that you can put over your nib and a rubber grip. Shall we have a look at that one? Lots of these ones are preferred by artists who work with this cap to protect your nib. Nice little plastic cap there. You can see instead of a little metal claws, we've got round, hard plastic. So it's flexible there to put in different nibs. So that's the Tachikawa pen, and we can select a number of nibs for that one, and they should fit both pens if you like them both. There's a big selection of nibs there, fine point and wider points, and I will include these for you as replacements. And when you're out and about, I have these beautiful little small pen and pencil that you can take with you. They will actually fit inside your little journal. This one is from Marco Eco. It's got a nice big lid in it that you can see adjusts from the end, so you can use it for sketching. And this one, again from the house of Jacques Urbain, is a fountain pen. You can put a cartridge in there, or you can put one of the refillable cartridges in and take your ink from your selection here and travel with it. Shall I put that one aside for you as well? Good. Let's try out some inks now. Let's start with Gris Nuage. And like the latest Jacques Urbain said, it's got a place to rest your pen. It's a very lovely little inkwell. Do you like lid sounds? I like lid sounds. It's a lovely nib, isn't it? I think you bought one of these the last time you were here. Gris Nuage. We can write numbers as well. it's not dark enough to be too serious and has almost this violet grey about it. I'll set that one aside for you. Des gris nuages. In fact, we can put that in its box. And I'll put that in your special shopping bag. The next one I think we should try is the Diablo mount. Makes you think of a crème de menthe poured over some ice in a beautiful, cool cafe with a fountain. You see that? It's such a gorgeous turquoise color. Shall I put that there? But very, very light. It's not too dark. Let's see how greeny blue it is. Diablo, running out there. Diablo. Month. What a lovely light color. It goes on very blue, and as it dries, it goes kind of light, very light turquoise. So we could even write turquoise. Makes you think of maybe mint growing in a cool place in the garden. Next to the garden water feature or fountain. On a beautiful summer afternoon in the cafe. This is such a lovely color, look at that. What if we add some water to that? Look at that. The beautiful mint color there. You like that one too? Certainly. You can pick as many as you like, there's no limit. We'll wrap that one up for you as well. That will be lovely to sit somewhere beautiful and write in your journal in a cool mint. Let's try some of our more bluey blues now. We'll start with our Waterman South Seas Blue as a mark by which to judge the other colors. This one, as you can see, we use very often here in the special stationery shop. And it is a very common, I hesitate to say common, but a very frequently sold color. It's somewhat dark, but not as dark as royal blue. South Seas Blue, it's a dark turquoise, or maybe peacock blue. some depth to it. Now let's try this one, the more turquoisey bleu calanque, to remind us of the Mediterranean, swimming and sailing in the beautiful turquoise blue waters off the coast of Marseille. Let's start up there so we can contrast it. Blue or bleu en français, because we've got a French ink here, and we're in Marseille, Calanque. And we can write Marseille. And what else do we think of in Marseille? I think of possibly the chateau. Whoops, I've diphthongated. I'm using medieval French. I need to use modern French. A chateau. A diff. I do hope our francophone viewers will forgive my orthographic mishap there. There you can see these different levels of turquoise. In fact, let's make a little swatch there as well. See that turquoisey blue there? It's a beautiful, beautiful color. And it does remind you of the sea, doesn't it? As it dries, you can see the greeny coming in. I need to get that pen a little bit wet there. The greeny, it's like a kingfisher, isn't it? In fact, that's worth writing. Kingfisher. Look at that. So we have our mint, our South Seas blue, and our blue calanque. Beautiful, isn't it? So I wrap that one up for you as well. But of course, I have a box for that one with the calanque that you saw earlier, with our special edition for the summer. I'll set that aside. So that's 3 of the Jacques Herbin. Let's try this Sub-Zero Arctic icy blue, reminding us that we're sliding down a glacier into the sea. It's bound to be a little messy. There we go. Let's try that. See how that shows up. No, we need to get some more in there. I've never had a lot of luck, no matter what nearby try, with these metallic inks. They work out better for probably painting if you have a brush, or if you write with a brush, you might get a better result. But I think the color is very nice. It is almost a greeny blue, and we're not seeing a lot of that sparkle yet, but I think when it dries, we should see some of that. And it reminds us of the Arctic. Looks very close to our bleu calanque, doesn't it? This is slight grayish in the color. So if I can make those silver does is bring the grey in. Shall we try a brush with that? There's a brush. It's not exactly a writing brush, but I wanted a bit of a flat surface to get lots of the ink. And hopefully some of the silver. What have we got there? Look at that. You can definitely see a metallic sparkle in that one. That's very nice. So I think this one would be best for brush writing, unless you use a very wide nib that the metal or the sparkles don't go away from. So a lot of nibs don't really hold the metallic sparkle, even the wide ones, but it's worth a try. Look at the shiny sparklies there for the Sub-Zero. And it is quite a lovely inkwell as well. Very interesting in shape. Do you like that one as well? Brilliant. I'll wrap that up for you too. So we have 4 inks that you've chosen. The grey, foggy grey, the mint, the blue calanque, and the Sub-Zero sparkle. Beautiful choices. And you've got your 2 pens and a packet of extra nibs, as well as your journal. And I will put in some extra notepads for you. And not to forget your travel pens and pencil. And there are the extra nibs. And your beautiful inks. I'll just wrap this up and have it ready for you in a few moments. There I've put all of your notebooks and inks and pens in this box, in this case, and I'll put them in a carry bag for you. Do you like that plastic sound? I like the crackle that it makes. A crackly sound. And there is your journal set, all ready for sitting in peace, in nature, in a peaceful spot. thoughts and memories and draw what you see in the world or in your imagination. Do come again to your special stationers. We're always here, and we always have the best selection to personalize your needs.